Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Cracking the GRE Math Subject Test. We're on Precalculus, and this is question number 19. In this question, we're asked to find an expression for the inverse sinh function. Remember, sinh is a hyperbolic sign. It's defined as e to the x minus e to the minus x over 2. And we're asked to find an expression for the inverse of this function. So remember, whenever you're looking for an inverse, the way to go is to, first of all, write out your function, e to the x minus e to the minus x over 2. Switch the x and the y, so that'll give us x equals e to the y minus e to the minus y over 2. And then solve for y. So here, in order to solve for y, well, first we can multiply both sides by 2, and we'll get 2x equals e to the y minus e to the minus y. And the trick here is to realize that this is actually quadratic in e to the y. What do I mean by that? Well, if we rewrite this equation as e to the y minus minus 2x minus e to the minus y equals 0, and then we multiply by e to the y, we'll get e to the y squared minus 2x e to the y minus 1 equals 0. So now, if you think about it, if let's say we call e to the y u, then we have an equation that's quadratic. We have u squared minus 2xu. So 2x is going to be or minus 2x is going to be our coefficient of u. It's called b. And minus 1. Minus 1 is going to be our c. And obviously our a here is going to be 1. 1 times u. That's a. So now we can just use the quadratic formula to write that u is equal to negative b. So that's going to be a positive 2x. Okay. Plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's going to be 4x squared, minus 4ac. 4 times 1 times negative 1, so that's going to give us a plus 4, all over 2a, so that's 2. We can simplify this as u equals, the 2's are going to cancel out, and this 4 and this 4, we're going to factor out of the square root. That's going to be root 2, so that's going to cancel with the denominator, and we'll get an x plus or minus square root of x squared plus 1. Now remember that u is just e to the y, so it's actually e to the y is equal to this whole thing. Let's write that. So in order to solve for y, we have to take log of both sides. So that gives us that y equals the log of x plus or minus square root of x squared plus 1. But actually, the square root of x squared plus 1 is going to be a little bit bigger than x. So we can't, if we subtract it from x, we're going to get a negative number. And we can't take log of negative values. So this is just going to be, we're going to ignore the minus. We're just going to have the plus here. And so this is our answer. And this is answer, which of the answers is this? D.